Good afternoon, everybody. It's the Saints Man, small van driver on the CX. It's Wednesday the 9th. What a week. This week was all planned out. 5 days on the road, breaking up Friday. Going to finish early Friday because we're going away on the boat for a week. Well, 5, 6 days. Yeah, all gone out the window. It's been very difficult work. Started Monday, we'll start with Monday. I picked a job at Daventry to Wellesbourne, distribution sort of area in Wellesbourne. Done this job before and it's been okay. It's about 40 mile. It was about 50 mile all in with getting there and all that. Quoted 38 just to get the job, and that was at like 8:30 in the morning, leaving the house. So yeah, got that job going. And then I waited a bit, a little bit more, and finally got a job out of Rugby to Milton Keynes, which was okay. I decided that Monday was just going to be a hop here, hop there sort of day. I work in a tramp. It's a bit cold. I was quite happy to get home. If there'd been a long job going, I would have had a look at it later probably. So went from Rugby to Milton Keynes. Now this is where it all started going a bit pear-shaped, because got the job, did the job, no problem whatsoever. But I've been looking for a car for my missus. She's got a little van called Chuggaboom, my old Corsa, 57 plate, little darling van. My wife's got arthritis, quite bad. She still works, but still lives with it and goes through it. But she deserves something better. We've got a Nissan Elgrand, which we take the grandkids out, but she uses the van for work. So I decided to going to get her a decent motor. Nothing too massively expensive because they're expensive, but I'd been looking for about a week, and there was a couple of motors in Milton Keynes that I'd seen, which is not far from our house, 20-25 mile max, and I decided to go and have a look at one. I was in Milton Keynes. There was no jobs. This was just after lunch, about 2:30. Decided, right, I'll go and have a look. And I looked at one. Didn't particularly like that one, but the one I really want to look at was Wolverton. It's only 15 miles from where I live, half an hour. I went and looked at that, had a quick look. It was about 4:30. Liked it. He got it. It was trapped in. It was about 9 motors trapping it in. And I says, look, what I'll do, I says, I want to have a test drive. It was a Beamer X3 for my missus, an old one, but in really good nick. It looked in good nick. So that was Monday out the window. So I decided, yep, we'll go home, finish early, rubbish day, 78 quid, but I only did 130 miles. So all in, that was going back and all. So it weren't too bad. And also next week I'm having the cam belt on the Citroen done, and the water pump, which they do with the cam belt, and antifreeze. Darren's doing that next week while I'm away. I'd clocked 100,000 miles up now. When I got it, I'd got 34,000 on it, and that was March last year. So I've done 66,000, and I've done over that now. So it's gonna be going on for 70,000, and I'm gonna put a change cam belt chain, whatever it is. They recommend 120 on mine. It varies, but 120. So went home Monday, chatted with the wife, looked through all the reviews of an X3. I looked at Hyundai Santa Fe's. Didn't like them. Our neighbours had one not very good. Honda CRVs, I couldn't find one that was cheap without being rusty. The older ones, the Mark IIs. So it was in my head then. It was in my head. I thought, right, we've got to sort something out. So anyway, left that. Tuesday morning, woke up, full intention of going to do a full day. My wife was off Wednesday, which is today, and she's doing bike night, which is where I'm going in about an hour. And I got a job Northampton to Coventry, so pretty similar to yesterday. Daventry to Wellesbourne, Northampton, Coventry. I've done this job before. It's 2 miles from my house. It was 38 miles all in. Quoted 35. Got the job. It's one pallet, very light stuff going to Coventry, just right by the motorway, junction 3. I normally drive down to Tesco's, which is 1.4 miles away. That's how sad I am. Know exactly what it is. And I thought, grab a coffee, toilet, and look for a next job. And Coventry is normally a really good area. I am there at Coventry at 9:45. And there was jobs, but they weren't Coventry. They were Birmingham, Inkley, Nuneaton. I quoted on probably 15 jobs. And I'm quoting not massive money, not a sniff. There's a lot of vans around, Coventry, Nuneaton, Hinckley, Rugby, but there's some people doing this so cheap at the moment. It's too many couriers, not just new couriers, there's a lot of couriers with not as much work. The feed on for small vans at 90, just on 90 jobs in the whole country. And this is at 11:30 when it's ping. Before Christmas it was 200, 250, 300 at some stages. So there's no work out there at the moment. So guys are doing it for peanuts. I would rather not. Simple as. But a job did come in. And this is what's tipped it over. It was Coventry. It was right by Coventry Airfield. 2 boxes to Milton Keynes. Quoted 40 quid. It was only 46 mile. 47 miles, something like that. Got the job. And Milton Keynes. I'm back to Milton Keynes. So I phoned the garage. I thought, right, I'll get to Milton Keynes. And when I'm delivered, if there's no jobs out of Milton Keynes, I'm going to phone this garage. And I thought, no, sod it. I'm going to knock it on the head, phone the garage up so I can arrange a test drive, get the car out, have a look, and phone the garage up. On my way down, yep, we'll get it out. I thought I could do a test drive in about 20 minutes. I want to see if it's all right. I want to look round it all. And then I would go and got my missus because she can finish early on Tuesdays. So that was the plan. So delivered Milton Keynes, a bit of a faff to find, and it was the wrong side. Wolverton's the other side, but it was all right. It was no worries. It was 8 mile away. Yeah, phoned the bloke up, so we're there in 25 minutes. He said, great, I'll get it out for you. You can have a good look. Had a look all over it. Yep, 08 plate, X3. Nice. The 2 litre one, just what I was looking for really. Automatic is very important. Automatic, because my wife's got arthritis in her left ankle, so although Chuggaboom's not automatic, the El Grande is, and so was a couple of vehicles before that, so it's going to help her. So I decided that it was worth going fetching her. She's only 15 mile away in Northampton working, so she's finishing work. So that was Wednesday out the window. That was Tuesday out the window. I did 2 jobs, and again, rubbish money, 75 quid. So in 2 days I've done 78, so 153 quid. I've literally done 6 hours on Monday, and I probably did 4.5 on 4 hours, and that was a lot of faffing around on Tuesday. But wife went and fetched the wife, and we got the car sorted and done a deal. Managed to knock a bit off, which they always got. They've got a margin. I've got a mate who used to be in the trade, and their margins are pretty good. They try and get the top margin. They'll tell you a load of waffle, but the car was great. So brought the car home last night. Left there about 4. 4, something like that. About 4. Time I got home it was about 5, and that was pretty much Tuesday. And today I decided that I was going to get the car. We taxed the car there and then. I run it on insurance. No, I did the insurance this morning. I thought I want to go through it. Chuggaboom, we've already got a buyer, which is Darren the mechanic, who does the cars anyway. He said, I've got a buyer for your van if you want. So it's all hunky-dory. Now I like to get this service. It says it's got full service history. The last service was about 8,000 miles ago, but I like Darren to have a look over it. So today he did. He had a quick look over it. He didn't service it, but I wanted him to look underneath and a few bits, make sure it's what the advisories were on the MOT was brake pads. And he said, yep, so that's booked in for the week after next. He said they've got enough in them for a bit. He says, looks like it's a good motor. So today it was ensuring that, sorting out the BMW, decided, forget it, I'm not going to work today. And also the dog was poorly. I was awake half the night. The dog, bless her, she's eating stuff that she shouldn't eat, and she's getting fed too much. That's my fault, probably more than my wife's, although we do give her treats because she's 30 and she loves her food. But when she eats too much, she's up half the night, and so me, wife, fast asleep, no chance of her getting up. So that was it. That's all I've done. So much for doing a 5-day week this week. I've done Monday, Tuesday, 2 half days, today off. There ain't a lot of work out there. Yeah, there is long distance stuff. And to be fair, yesterday, if I hadn't been sorting the car out Tuesday, there was an opportunity of doing 2 or 3 jobs long distance. There was a job up to Glasgow. So if I hadn't been sorting the car out yesterday afternoon, I'd have put a cheeky bit in there. That would have got me well over my target for the day. And Glasgow on a Tuesday night, I'm going to get back sort of Wednesday, Thursday. But the car's more important to my wife, so sod it. And there was another job up there to Newcastle upon Tyne, which I think I'd have got, which would have got me over my target. And later on, just as I got home, there was a job to, I'm going to say Truro. It's Cornwall anyway. And it was posted 2 or 3 times. Now, whether he hadn't got anyone quoting for it, because there's no way you're getting out of Cornwall, really. You're really going to be lucky. You've got to drive to Plymouth and then you might not get nothing for a day. But I'd probably have quoted on that as well. So I think I'd have hit my target yesterday, Tuesday. Today I haven't even bothered. There is a few jobs out there, but after Monday, when I quoted, well, Monday and Tuesday, I quoted for 14 jobs. And I'm quoting medium price. I'm quoting 75p, 70p, 75p loaded. I even go as low as 65p if I've got a mileage to get to it. Like if I'm 20 miles away, I'll quote 65 all in, including my 20 miles. But I chatted to a couple of shippers. In fact, one's phoned me this afternoon. I've got a job tomorrow, first thing. I've got to pick it up tonight. Cambridge, Chelmsford. That's a 6 o'clock start in the morning. In fact, it's earlier than that, 5:30. So I've got a great start tomorrow. I'll be in Chelmsford for 9. 9:30, yeah, 9ish, 9:15. And money in the bank sort of thing. So tomorrow I'm going to hit it big time. Get a really good day Thursday. If I stay out, I'll stay out. I'll stay out if I've got a job that's somewhere and gets me in there. If I can do enough jobs, I'll hopefully stay out. And then Friday, going to work my way home, finish earlier because we're going down to the boat Saturday now. And the Saints are playing Friday night. Oh, big game, Leicester away. Jesus. Next video, if the Saints have won, you're going to see what a happy boy. Bit rough, probably. I'll be knackered and but happy. But all good. So it's been a shit week, money-wise. It's been a shit week. Pence per mile, shit week. Everything, really. But wife's very happy. She's loving it. She's gone to work in it this afternoon. She's doing bike night. I got it back from Darren's, the mechanic, after I had a good look at it. He said, yeah, use it. He's booked in for a few jobs. He sorted the van out, so I ain't got a spare van anymore, but don't matter. So, all good. I'm really happy. Strange being happy when you ain't earning much money, but yeah, I've done 153 quid a week. But if I hit 200 tomorrow, which I'm hoping to, and 200 Friday, still 550 quid, which is roughly what I earned like this time last year. Oh, quick one. Fuel prices. I've said it before. I've got 3 cards. 2 UK fuel cards, believe it or not. One with one company, one with another. And their prices vary. I used to use UK Fuels nearly all the while on one card until they put their price up before Christmas when we had all that crap. And they zoomed their price up much more than my other 2 fuel cards. My BP card is cheaper and my UK Fuels with BP is cheaper. It's the cheapest one of the lot. And it has been consistently. January, I did quite a lot. I did a lot of work in January. I did good return in January. I hit my target every week, as good as. But I've had the phone calls from the other UK fuel cards, which was rattling along at 125 to 127. So there's no way I was going to use it. In fact, I was going to knock it on the head completely. But for what it is a year, I thought I'll keep it for a bit. They phoned me for the last 3 weeks. They offered me fuel 2 weeks ago at 121. It was still dearer than what I was paying. I'm paying 119. Then my UK fuels on my other car, my other UK fuels, has gone up to 121. I got a phone call. The UK fuels cards that's expensive at 123. They've offered me it now for this week only at 120. But I said to him, yeah, but you offered me 119 2 weeks ago for a week, and then the next week it was 125. You've got to be consistent and keep it, and I'll use it. If you come in consistently lower, I will use it. If you're dearer, I'm going to use the cheapest card. And if the 3 cards don't beat Sainsbury's, like in Sheffield, where it's 139, 140, I'm going to use my own debit card. So we had a discussion. He was a nice bloke. He could see what the issue was. I said, you know what it is. For God's sake, I said, I spent $7,500 last year on fuel. I says, and 3,500 of that at the start was with you. And you put it up, and you put it up, and you put it up, and then I ain't used you. So I use the other cards. So he's given me it this week at 120. And I think, well, but it worked. So when he filled it up once, I will fill it up tomorrow, and I will use his card. I won't use the card next week because I'm off, but I guarantee you Friday, when my fuel prices come out, that UK Fuels that is offered at 120, so it's 144, which is good for me. I know some of you get cheaper. It will go up. It will go up. I guarantee. It'll go up. It'll be 123, 124. They offer it for 1 week just to let you keep ticking the card over. This is their last chance. If it goes at this time, I'm just going to scrap the cards. And I'm going to use the other two, which are consistently, although I'm on one, is 121, is my other UK Fuel, so it's a penny, 1.4 dearer. So I'm going to the UK Fuel station anyway. I'm not going to use one that's 1.4 pence a litre dearer when I order another one. And my BP card is now coming in at 122, 121. They're all about the same. So it gives me more choice. But yeah, that's my rant about fuel cards. So we'll see. Watch this space. I'll probably try and do a video while I'm in the Broads, because it's going to be crap weather, but we're taking the dog with us. We should go out. We're keeping the boat on the mooring, and we're just going to go off in the van and probably go on Yarmouth Beach and be the only ones there. It is half term, so maybe a few people out. So, hope you're doing better than me this week, although I'm chuffed to bits. Wife's got a nice car. Keeps her happy because she deserves it. She's gone through a lot at the minute. Not a minute. Luckily, I got a new chef who started this week, a lady, so that's taking pressure off her. So she's only going to be doing 4 days instead of 5 or 6. And she seems to be settling in. I'm going to the bike night tonight. Not on the bike because it's dark and shit weather. But we all go there winter. It's once a month up until the end of March, and then we're open every Wednesday at All Seasons Cafe. But tonight it's second Wednesday of the month, and that's what it is through the winter. So there'll be 60, 70 of us there and something to eat, a good chinwag. And then I'm picking up these two lots of Cambridge and Chelmsford from up the road from about 7:30 tonight. So, like I say, hope you're doing well. 320 odd. I can't even think now. But subscribers, any comments? I am trying to answer every one of them. I missed some for some reason. I don't know why. I've answered a couple. One was Dale. I answered him a little bit late. He's got a dispatch. What does he class that as? I sort of said a midi come short wheelbase. He's got a Citroen dispatch. You can get 2 pallets in it, but I still class that as a short wheelbase, like a midi van. But you could do short wheelbase stuff, I presume. If you know any different, then, let us know. Yeah. Speak at the end of the week. Cheers.